Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item, current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
What makes a business a business? It's not the circumstances of a world that woke up on the wrong side of the bed that year, that decade. It's the everyday entrepreneur ready to put themselves out there. We're all sailing against the wind right now, but we will make it to shore. It's been done before, and we will do it again.
To help you get started, we're offering websites, marketing tools, and guidance all for free. Learn more at GoDaddy.com.
What makes a business a business? It's not the circumstances of a world that woke up on the wrong side of the bed that year, that decade. It's the everyday entrepreneur ready to put themselves out there. We're all sailing against the wind right now, but we will make it to shore. It's been done before, and we will do it again.
To help you get started, we're offering websites, marketing tools, and guidance all for free. Learn more at GoDaddy.com.
Don't touch my hair when it's the feelings I wear. Don't touch my soul when it's the rhythm I know. Don't touch my crown. They say the vision I found. Don't touch what's there when it's the feelings I wear.
They don't understand what it means to me, where we chose to go, where we've been to know. They don't understand what it means to me, where we chose to go, where we've been to know. You know this here is my shit, roll the ride, I gave it time, but this hair is mine. You know this here is my shit, roll the ride, I gave it time, but this hair is mine.
What you say? Oh, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha 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 ha, whoa ha ha ha. Take it, Jay.
Whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha, whoa ha ha, whoa ha, whoa ha. What it doesn't say.
Hot macaroni
hot mac and cheese in the throat.
Yeah.
Hot fish. You gonna take it out your mouth? No.
Oh God. Hey everybody, welcome back to the XC Experience. I'm gonna record this just in case.
Oh, got you. Okay, I was like, wait, what? I was like, well, welcome back to another episode of For the Culture Grown. And Jade on Patreon.
No.
Cocktails and
Yes, combine all of them.
Cocktails and Comida Experience on YouTube. Oh,
Yeah. Right.
welcome back, niggas.
Right.
Happy Juneteenth!
Yes, it's been a month of 7 days.
Ooh, nigga.
But damn it, we are here.
It's been a month of 7 years.
Like, what is going on? Like, I am. Somebody texted me today, and you know, it was like a kind of like a black man check-in, kind of like, "Hey, how you doing?" And my friend was like, "I am tired. Like, I'm just ethnically just."
Nigga.
And I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like,
No mood.
yeah, same.
I know.
I'm blackly tired.
We have to dedicate this episode to Toyin.
Yes.
Who lost her life fighting the fight. That's not how she lost it. She lost it, unfortunately, to rape and murder. And, you know, after she had already reported that she had been molested. I'm sorry if this is, you know, for the trigger warning, or for lack of a trigger warning, but she, you know, it's just another, it's really disheartening to know that she was up into her last days fighting for the rights of black people, only to have her life snatched away by somebody who's supposed to make her feel safe and who presented themselves in a way to make her feel safe. And if we can't protect each other as a people, then what are we doing? Like, we already have greater enemies, and y'all are out here doing like wild trash. Let me not say y'all, like, because that's a small number, but it's a number that is just I have no words. It's disheartening. So rest in peace to Toyin, rest in peace to Tony McCade, Dominique Fells, Raya Milton. We just got to do better. We have to protect each other as black people. All Black Lives Matter, like we have said, and that includes trans lives, black women, black children, black men. That includes everybody equally. Everybody and every we have to protect all black lives and speak up for all black lives. So
correct. And which leads me to my XT's corner.
Please.
Which will be early. I understand that. I think I was joking on, I don't know if it was on Patreon or here, where I said all these fireworks, where I'm just going to lie and just say they celebrate in pride because, damn. But my issue here is, you know, you can't say Black Lives Matter or all Black Lives Matter if you don't do anything to preserve the living.
Exactly.
So with that being said, there's a lot of us who have been in the military, vets who live with PTSD from these type of like bombs and crackers and things going off, which is definitely not healthy. You know, I understand fireworks is an American thing to do. I just don't think there's any place for it in a residential neighborhood, especially around the times where like PTSD surrounding that, and also like having that shit in the hood is PTSD too.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's people who are using it to mask, you know, their own personal agendas. Like there's a guy who two people got killed down the block from me during a little firework party or whatever, because they thought they could be sly and shoot while niggas were shooting fireworks. It doesn't work that way, guys. If you know, we have to. Black lives don't matter if we don't do anything to protect the living. So, with that being said, be mindful of what you do and how you celebrate, and that also includes pandemic preparedness too.
Yeah.
I understand. You know. People are arguing with me, like, you know, because I said just because you have a mask on doesn't mean you need to be out with, you know, thousands of people or be in a large group, because otherwise that negates it, honestly. Like, you don't, like, yeah, mask, it's okay. You could be out in a whole group of people. No, not really. Like, you need to limit your gathering small and still wear your mask, like, and stay home.
Nigga, did you see St. Mark's Place? Do what you need to do
to stay.
Did you see St. Mark's Place on the news?
First of all, you know, I used to hang out there. We both did. Used to hang out there all the time, and it was dirty already. So, you know, everybody was just out there, just free and just loving and each up on each other.
I mean, no
and
mask.
Just all in front of gyms, and I'm like, ain't nothing that live at Otto's Tacos, you know what I mean?
No.
Like,
and the Continental
like,
Bar is racist, so.
Oh, you know, it's closed. It's closed. It's done.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Yes. There's not much open, and that's also another issue. There's nothing open over there anymore.
So what were these people like? It looked like some places were open and they were all congregating.
Maybe Ben and Jerry's.
It looked like a bar was open over there.
Two Brothers Pizza. But there's only like literally I was
maybe
there.
Ray's.
Like right before, BC, before COVID. And it was just nothing there, like at all. Manhattan in general is weird. There's nothing. I was talking to Crystal the other day, and because Brandon and I had went all the way to the Upper East Side because he wanted to get a bike. Well, he had got this bike because apparently it's a black-owned bike shop that's up there.
Oh,
which also was interesting because there's a black-owned bike shop that's by me.
Yeah, I know
the one he got one when we walked in. Yeah, when we walked in, we were just like, on the Upper East Side. What the fuck?
Nice.
When I get the name, I'll shout them out. I don't remember the name right now.
Okay.
And you could tell it was black-owned because all the whites was working.
Oh.
And the niggas.
Nice.
But yeah, it's very different. It's very different.
Okay.
Like, it's like either you would think there's things that are boarded up, but then there's also like people who are like in a daze, it's like, and acting like nothing has happened. It's very strange.
So I hadn't been to Manhattan in months, clearly. And I had to go to Midtown. I had to go drop something off in Midtown. So I'm driving through like my old job stomping grounds up Madison and like, in the 50s, 55th, 57th. Nigga, when I was driving, it was a Friday afternoon. Do you know I was able to drive across town and I never hit not a single bit of traffic?
That's what I was telling Crystal. I was like, we made it from Bed-Stuy to 80th Street and 3rd Avenue in 26 minutes.
I was like, how am I driving across 57th and Park Avenue right now and I am not in bumper to bumper traffic on a Friday afternoon? Right. At like 4 o'clock.
We were at 3 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild. Like, but I mean, if you think about it, Midtown is a commuter area.
But either way, it's New York City. You're gonna hit traffic anyway. At any time.
I've never seen no shit like this in my life.
No, it's just nothing. But yeah, New York is looking crazy. But before we go, before we move on, I want to shout out Kelsey. So Kelsey has a store called Feminine Fly, and she's a ceramist. And she has her own black-owned ceramics company, and she sent us these cute ashtrays.
Yes.
She said, yeah, they're really cute. And 10% of this month, 10% of all the proceeds will go to funds supporting the Black Lives Matter movement. So that's Feminine Fly. I'll put the link in the description box wherever you're listening. It's on all socials are Feminine Fly, and she's on Etsy, so you can buy it on Etsy too. So go there. She
made us some very special ashtrays.
Right. So so anyway, how was the rest of your week, by the way?
It was fine. Oh yes, it was good. I celebrated my 5th wedding anniversary.
Oh yeah.
So we celebrated our fifth year married. We celebrated it in quarantine. So it was food in the house and, just trying to make it as special as you can in the crib because you can't really do a whole lot. I got a bike as my gift.
Oh,
a very
awesome.
Beautiful, wonderful. I got to pick it out myself. Like I was taken to the bike shop. Like, we're here to pick you a bike. You said you wanted a bike, so I got a really nice bike. So my family is making me go bike riding with them, which is going to be great.
That's fine.
Yeah, I look like a baby fawn right now, but it's fine. I just need a little more practice. It's been a while. And that was nice. Yeah, celebrating my 5th wedding anniversary. And, you know, we have Father's Day coming up. And Noah's birthday is immediately the Sunday following. 3 eventful Sundays in a row. And then just...
Did she say what she wanted for her birthday?
Noah be having all kinds of ideas in her head about what she wants.
Which is why I asked, because they're not normally the most conventional.
No, they're not. She'll be like, I need this pack of 72, what's that little thing that pees, that doll that pees, what's that shit called? She'd be like, a baby alive.
Wait.
She's like, I need 72 baby alive diapers. I'm like, what? First of all, get out of here. Second of all, like, yes. She's like, well, I need a box of them. I'm like, no, you don't. Get out. Like, you don't need 72 doll diapers. So, what do we do for her? So, for her birthday, she's getting a new bike. Because she's outgrowing the one that she got when she turned 5. She's getting a new bike. She's getting a brand new room. Because she needs more space and stuff in this quarantine. I told you, like, I set up my seating area. I was like, she deserves to have her freedom and her this and her that. So we got furniture that is tailored to her room and to maximize the space as much as possible. So we're going to redo that and surprise her with it. Painted, and new rug, new bed, new dresser, new toy storage. And then a bunch of books, because my girl was outgrowing a bunch of her books. So we got her a bunch of books. And clothes, because she is growing like a fungus. So she just needs clothes and clothes and clothes and clothes. Like, literally every time I turn around, something I bought last summer that I thought was going to be okay for this summer I'm throwing it in my niece's giveaway pile. So
yeah, no, kids grow within an instant.
Right. That's why I only buy play clothes. So, so anyway, how was your week? Enough of me and my...
You know, it was cool. I released another video on YouTube. Yeah, thank you all to subscribe. Keep subscribing, keep watching, keep commenting, liking,
Wait,
sharing.
Did I subscribe?
You know, it's super helpful and it's free to do. So just have a good time and watch to get familiar with all my old content, watch my new content. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I got my new computer. She was the cost of the tax of Romania. But you know, I'm glad. What else happened this week? I've been enjoying Real Housewives, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 5, also called Shea Coulee's Hour of Power.
Yes.
She won $20,000 in 3 minutes.
That's incredible. Like, that's goals right there, nigga. That's goals.
Right, like, and then she was out there protesting, dragging all the white people, saying how they're all racist down in Boys Town in Chicago, and how there needs to be black ownership there, and how the white gay bars be shutting blacks out. And she was out on the streets protesting. I'm all an activist.
You know, I've been watching the Queen's medias, because I've been needing to know. I'm like, where do y'all stand? And so far, I've not been disappointed.
But yeah, other than that, things have been okay. We just dropped a new episode of Quarantine Blast 6 on Patreon this week. So part 1 is with Shar. She's a media personality based out in LA. One of the homies. We talked about how Stella got her groove back, which is just really 90 Day Fiance.
Yep. Yeah.
So part 1 is up now. So it's, we had a really good time. I love her down, and
I love Shar.
Way more Quarantine Blast 6 to come.
With guests.
I know you guys have talked about wanting to come on with us. We'll figure out a way for you guys to come on at some point.
Yes.
But we have way more coming. All of our friends want to be down, and then some. So
whoa.
So
whoa there.
Bring them on. Right. Pause. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before we go on. Today's episode is a TV recap because we overestimated, or TLC surprised us.
Yes.
With 2 episodes of 90 Day Fiancé the other way, and they are so good that we cannot not talk about them.
Oh no, we absolutely must. But fret you not, we are the blackest show about nothing, and it is Juneteenth, so we do have a Juneteenth playlist full of revolutionary tales and many more. So yeah, let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break and we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What matters when you start a business is you and your idea, not when you start it. So if you make up your mind and go for it, GoDaddy has all the help and tools you need to bring it online. Start today at GoDaddy.com, because open we stand.
Girl, let's just get married. I just wanna get married. Baby, at the altar.
So we're back. And we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé the other way. We spent all the first season last year talking about it. It's super interesting because, you know, there's a whole 90 Day Fiancé craze. There's like 9 different iterations of them. But this one is the one that makes the most sense because it's the American going to the other country.
Oh, the mess.
Normally the other way, you can see like they're just using this for citizenship or money or whatever. This is a little different. So this week, we're going to cover 2 episodes in one. So we're just going to go down the couples.
Mm-hmm.
With whom would you like to start?
Wow. Wow. Who do I want to start with this go round? Oh. Let's start with Oh, it gets so messy. You pick.
Let's get the depressing shit out the way.
Okay. Devin and Jihoon? No.
Oh, okay. Well, they're all depressing. So let's do hot gay dads.
Okay. Yes. Mitch and
Yeah.
I need to. The other young man needs a name.
Rebecca Glasscock.
What?
You can go Google that. Google Rebecca Glasscock right now, and then you'll be like, oh. She don't do drag anymore, but
what's wrong with you?
But yeah. But hot gay dads, right?
Yes.
So they
I'm sorry,
are,
well, I don't like you.
yes.
Go ahead.
So remember Kenneth is 57.
Yes.
And there's Armando, who is 31.
Mm-hmm.
Now Armando lives in Mexico and Kenneth is in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So their storyline is mainly focused now on Armando.
Yes.
So Armando has a heavy storyline, and normally they don't ever give like confessionals or backstory to like the other people. So that's why I thought this was an interesting take on this season. So, because like the very first episode, it opened with Yazan, which, woo,
Never.
yeah. So Armando's deal is, where do we begin? He's 31. He has a daughter named Hannah, who's about 8 or 9.
She looks about
8
that.
to 10ish, I think.
She looks about that old.
Right. He's a single dad. We didn't know what happened to the mother, but he explained. So growing up, he always thought he was gay, but he didn't know how to explain it. And because he grew up in a very conservative community in Mexico, he thought he needed to suppress those emotions and be with a woman. So he got married to his best friend, and they were together for like 8 years. And then all of a sudden he was just like, I can't do this. I can't be true to myself, and it's not fair to you. And so he told her that he was gay. And she didn't deal with it very well. But you know, she coped the best way she knew how.
Absolutely.
Just like any woman would do in that situation, or anyone, I should say. And unfortunately, she died 3 months after they broke up in a car accident,
which is really sad.
So she had all these unresolved emotions around her marriage ending and the way it did. And then, you know, and then she dies, and then so he has to like pick up the pieces, and he's a single parent and trying to navigate what that means as being a gay dad. And we also did not mention that he is not out to any of his family.
No, I think he is. He
introduced the conversation a couple years ago.
Right, but they've never talked about it again.
Right. He just kind of was just like, nah, no. And he also has yet to tell them that his white man is coming to live with him, and they're moving 4 hours away, and they're taking Hannah with them.
Yeah.
That's a lot of information to process for any family. And also he and the age difference. Armando, and Armando told his family that TLC was there to film a documentary about living in Mexico, not him documenting being a sissy. So
and Mitch didn't tell his kids that
that he was the age that
age difference.
Yeah.
And he told him that Armando was in his late 30s.
Right.
But his kids are his best friends, so it don't matter.
His friend kids. All reality TV shows have friend kids.
Every last one of them.
Kris Jenner, friend kids. Drea, friend kids. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in her case, it's more of like a liability, but I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his story goes on, and like Kenneth isn't really in either episode. Yeah, he just cries. His family, they have a big dinner at like Buca de Pepa or something, and he tells them, and it's just smooth and privileged and white. Like he doesn't have to like do anything. No. Really. There's like a bunch of tears and a lot of emotions, and they all look like, like those weird like white families on HGTV where at least they have a daughter named Kaylee. Yeah, something like that. But Armando, he had to go he showed up to his sister's candy shack. And I don't mean it in like a derogatory term. It is a shack, but it's cute.
Yes.
Like it's painted. It's a candy shack. Like I would.
Bodega. Like a.
Yeah, it's a candy shack.
Yeah.
It was just weird because there was just nobody around. I was kind of like, whoa. Maybe because they were filming.
Probably because they was filming. They was like, you can't come in right now.
Right. Probably because of the liability and have to like pay them.
And don't nobody have time for that. They're like, bitch, we just got on here.
Right. Right. Don't be taken out of our check.
Relax.
We just got
relax.
And so he tells his sister, remember I'm gay and all the good stuff. And he basically tells all the information, like, I'm leaving, I found me a white man and we're whisking our way off to north to be gay.
Yeah.
And we're taking Hannah. And so his sister was like, I get it, you're gay. Like, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. You're my brother and I love you. What I don't know this man. I don't like you have to allow me to react the way I need to because you're telling me that my whole life is about to change.
Yep.
I've been co-raising your daughter with you for the last few years. Like, you're a father to my kids. Like, our whole family dynamic is going to change, and you want me to be okay and supportive with that instantaneously. Ooh. I'm gonna try, but damn it, that's heavy.
No, that's real though. That's real.
Like, and I'm on the sister side. I mean, outside of the gay acceptance and tolerance thing,
right?
But like, right,
that big tidbit.
Yeah, but if you put a boot on that, like, I'm with you, sis. Like, that's heavy.
These people be moving wild, fam. Like, I just don't. It's so entertaining.
Again, and this is why I'm like, that's why I called How Stella Got Her Groove Back, 90 Day Fiance, because all of this exactly happened in the movie.
Yes. To a T. To a T.
Yeah. Right. And so that was them. He hasn't come out. He hasn't met up with his parents yet.
No.
But that was them.
I think we saw a preview for it or something in the next episode.
Yeah, that comes next Tuesday. Yeah.
Woo! Moving along. Who's next?
Who do you pick next?
Let's go with Devin and Jihoon.
Oh.
Junie.
Okay. Junie still ain't shit.
Yo, that nigga is still lying. Like, the fuck? Bruh.
Yeah, he is still the same.
Okay, so all right, let's start from the beginning. So it opens up with Devin. It opens up with Devin actually in current times.
Oh, right. Wait. So
exactly.
I gagged. Wait. I was like, bitch, we getting quarantine content.
Let me put my AirPod popping all out of I'm getting all excited. My AirPod's popping out of my head. Okay.
Same.
So we're getting quarantine content, and it opens up with Devin talking about the coronavirus and how Korea is the second largest country hit right now with the virus, and how scary it is because they were predicting at the time that 60% of the country would get the virus. So she's in the house with Drusilla, aka Rosemary's Baby, and
you know
Drew Dracula.
So she has all silver teeth in her bottom row. I noticed that one too at the airport.
It's not lost on me.
It all makes sense.
Yeah, no, it absolutely makes sense. Drew Dracula is a child of only the underbelly. So,
yeah.
So, like,
that child's been here before.
She sure has. She was like, take me to Korea. Take me anywhere. It doesn't matter.
Take me.
Like, damn, bitch. So, oh, shit. I didn't mean to Chrissy Teigen. I'm talking about the mama, not the baby. It's about the mama. The mama. So
yeah.
No, that child is from the underbellies of the earth. I just want y'all to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
Hades.
It opens up with her, and then what's the baby's name again? Taeyong. So it opens up with them in Korea. And she's there right now, and then it rewinds back 7 months, 9 months.
7 months.
So she is in America because remember she left Jihoon because Jihoon wasn't shit. Okay, he revealed to her after she got to Korea that he was like, oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know I don't have no job. And I'm paying my debt to society because I caught a case.
Right, and she told us that when at the reunion last season,
did
about what happened. Now I have a question though: are these debts like currency based? Because I know he owed like $40,000, but is that in like Korean money or in American money? Because if that's in Korean money, that's like $3,000.
Well, I'm assuming it's American money because when they do the subtitles, they do it with American.
Yeah, he says dollars. And the reason why, and I say that too, because I'm a little confused because when we meet Muslim baby daddy, and he went in Jordan. That's where they live. Jordan. I think he lived in Jordan, and they were talking about the money there, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's something I have a question about. I
feel like because of that, and also just with them, like I said, translating, I feel like they're translating it to like US dollars. Because she even said, remember, she made a comment about like paying $2,000 American dollars for whatever. So I think they're speaking in American currency, in US currency.
Got it.
So
got it.
They open a they rewind back, and Devin is back in the stateside, and she is raising these two children by herself because Jihoon wasn't shit and told him that she wasn't coming back until he got a job. So this nigga calls her and tells her that he has a job and that she needs to come on back and they was gonna be good.
A job, DK.
So Devin's like, okay, all right, bet. So where you working? Tile. She's like, tile? You're laying tile? How much you getting paid? I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? That's the one thing you should know when you get a job, Junior. Like, I don't understand. What do you mean you don't know how much you're getting paid?
And she's like, and you're still making deliveries? Yes. Okay, so you're pulling in like how much monthly? Because you have diapers and you've got bills and you've got this, and you told me that I was gonna stay at home with the kids and whoop-de-woo. So how much you about to be pulling into this family? $6,000-7,000. $7,000 a month is what you trying to tell me, nigga, is what you about to pull into this crib. Yup.
Right.
Because if Jihoon was a nigga, he would go, yup. Because that's the kind of personality that he has.
Yeah. Exactly how he has.
He's a yup.
Everybody in his life drags him.
Yeah.
He, right after that, he goes to get a haircut. The barber drags him. He said people would... mind you know I'm watching this with Chris Rogers, and so the barber was like, people with little ears are stubborn, and he gonna look at me like,
no. You have little ears?
I do. I have very small.
Do you have small ear holes?
No, I have regular ear lobes.
No, holes.
Oh yes, I do.
So did you have to put the small joints on your AirPods?
Yeah, but they're also irregular because they doesn't really fit either.
Yeah,
they're loose too.
I think I have weird ear holes.
Me too.
Oh, gang. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, we also meet Devin's mother for the first time, Alicia. Now, she wasn't on last season.
Spelled
maybe
with
she
an
was
E.
on maybe in one episode. Right. Alicia, I have also forgot they're from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, that's right. I don't know why I thought they were from Nevada.
Yeah, me too. I thought they were from Vegas. But remember, they just went
to Vegas. To Vegas. All right, we mixing shit up.
Yeah, so her mother is like, I need to see what this is about, especially if you're going to take my grandchild, Dracula, to over there. So I'm going to go and with you. So that's why she got a crib, an Airbnb for the month.
She was like, I got one for 1 month because I want to show Junie that I can that I can hold shit down if I need to on my own once again.
And he's 29, 30. She's 23. I didn't realize how young.
Yo, she's mad young, and you know what? I have to say the girl has a head on her shoulders. Like, she doesn't think frivolously. She's got a very I'm not even surly. She's just got like a very like Daria disposition. But I mean, if you're 23 raising 2 whole ass kids and an ain't shit nigga in Korea, how the hell else would you be?
Right, I'd be dark too.
Nigga, get everybody out of here.
I'd be cynical. Right, I'd be cynical to the motherfucking core. Like, fuck you.
Yes, through and through.
Yeah. So she, through whatever reason or whatever, she finally is like, I'm gonna move into Korea. And that's where we're at right now. She hasn't gotten there just yet.
No, but she told him if he don't have no job in their apartment, and like if it's not together, she's like, I'm not living with your parents again. And if you don't have a job, I'm going back to the States, and I will not come back to Korea. And we find out going into the preview for the next episode that nigga don't have no job.
No, nigga don't have no job at all. He don't really fuck with work.
No,
like,
he don't.
That's like,
no,
working ain't really like
he don't. Yeah, no, he don't really fuck with labor. Trabahandali. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't.
Yeah, like it's just yeah, it ain't really like his thing.
He's like I don't really fuck with work. Like laborly. Like I don't really.
Yeah, like it's cool. That's cool for you, but like I'm straight. Let's see, who is next
on the list? Oh, let's go with young Capoeira and Sarah. I don't know her name.
Yes, Sarah from Love After Lockup.
Let's go with.
I call her Pennsatucky in my notes.
Oh, she's Pennsatucky. Pennsatucky.
Yeah, and, Jewish Pennsatucky.
What are we gonna call him? I'm calling him Young Capoeira for them jazzy ass pictures.
Or Akon, whatever.
I don't know.
Like I don't know. Fake Akon.
I'm gonna call him ASAP Injera. So.
Yeah. ASAP Jollof.
They don't have jollof in Ethiopia. It's Injera.
I feel like he's not Nigerian, they're in Ethiopia.
Nigga, he's Ethiopian.
Why do I keep seeing Nigeria in my
I don't know.
Yo, maybe I have a deep fix in my head. I swore he was from You know what?
Because I was like, you don't remember that? You don't remember that racist ass white man?
Confusing shows.
That white racist white man was like, "Watch, you have to go find a guy from
Ethiopia." Yeah, you know what I'm confusing? I'm confusing before the 90 days.
Oh, got it.
With,
no, it's fair because there's 75,000 iterations.
Yes. So yeah, ASAP Injera makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
And Sarah.
That makes all of us sense. Yeah. Yeah, and Pennsatucky. So to recap them, remember she's like Dharma from Dharma and Greg. Mm-hmm. She's just kind of out there. She's like an international hoe, which is cool, you know, whatever. She's Jewish. She has a Jewish cardiologist, doctor, daddy. And
bad baby braids.
Yeah, she grew up in Jersey, South Jersey, by Princeton,
which is indicative in a conversation with her family.
Right, they're a little MAGA,
just a touch,
and a little sprinkling. So, what is Pennsatucky's name? Ariella.
I was like, do I care?
So Pennsatucky.
Right, I'm like, what?
Right, no. So Pennsatucky was, she's pregnant by
ASAP Injera.
So, she goes to the doctor and she's, for her regular prenatal. Because remember, her thing was, I'm going to get prenatal care in the States, but I'm going to give birth in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
What? None of
What
that
do you
makes
What do you
sense.
mean, girl?
What do you mean? Like the main event is the thing you need to be in America for.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need, like, that you could have got prenatal care in Ethiopia and then came here if that was your concern.
I'm just saying.
Like, and honestly, I feel like there are hospitals in Ethiopia that are great. I just feel like they're just being
They were being
ridiculous.
problematic whites.
Right. So, she goes to the doctor with her mother, and the doctor's like telling her all the risk involved of, like, you need to research these hospitals, make sure they're equipped for all, like, emergency services just in case anything goes wrong. And so, of course, Pennsatucky was like, well, of course I didn't think about that, and I just want to have my baby and live my life with my BBC husband, like, you know what I mean?
Young Doro.
That's really what she wanted to do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call these nigga all the delicious Ethiopian dishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening. Young Doro wet in the building.
Yeah. So
It's not problematic, right?
no,
Okay.
it's
Okay,
not.
just making sure.
I don't. Well, I can't say I'm not Ethiopian. I can't speak for the Ethiopian folks.
It's all love, guys. Just let me know if I'm being
Yeah,
problematic.
it's fine. It's not like we talking. It's not like we comparing somebody's food. It's not we using somebody.
It's
like,
not like we took them two white bitches on the couch in the in the recap.
Yeah.
Them problematic Red Lobster ass
them
hoes.
pillow talks.
I was like, these Red Lobster bitches, where did they come from?
Yeah.
Are they?
Why don't they book us?
Who are they?
They're on 90-day fiance whatever
They're a
show.
couple.
They're all on different.
Oh, so the
shows.
two white women who were sitting on the couch together talking.
Those are sisters.
Okay, that makes sense.
What? They're twins. You're talking about the twins.
I'm talking about the Red Lobster hoes. The one has black hair,
Yeah.
one has blonde hair, and like a snake tattoo.
Yeah.
Peak, Florida.
Yeah.
Them.
Yeah, they've been on. Yeah, they're on other iterations of the show. They do have some. They don't do it anymore. They're like how they used to have the People's Couch on Bravo, was different people, but TLC only uses their own stuff.
Got it. Okay, continue on.
Yeah, those are wild. So the two episodes, the baby daddy ain't mentioned. Like he's not on camera. He's not anything.
No, they just keep showing that capoeira picture.
Right, with the braids.
Yeah.
So like he's in Step Up 3 or something.
If this bitch wasn't pregnant, I would think this nigga was catfish.
Yeah.
Just to piss her
And
parents
we've
off.
seen him on camera. I know. So she goes home and they have a family dinner, and this is when we find out they're a little racist.
Yeah, this is when things get good and prejudice.
Yeah, and so the dad is like, "You couldn't find anybody else. You had to go and marry. You had to go get knocked up by an Ethiopian.
You couldn't find a nice
And
young
he says it
Jewish
with a
boy
smile.
from Brooklyn."
And then he says it with a smile.
He does.
So it's like, I get it. He was trying to do like a Larry David kind of situation.
Yeah, nah.
It just didn't work.
No, it was just.
Even though Larry David's kind of canceled now. So
What he do now?
oh, he's a Woody Allen. Yeah.
Well, another one bites the dust. Burn.
Same thing with fucking Siesta Key. Siesta Key.
Wait, what?
I watched that white show Siesta Key. They had to fire somebody on that show because they would be.
Don't y'all start that shit again! Motherfucking fireworks.
Same. I was surprised. I haven't heard. You ever heard any on this side?
Mm.
But anywho, they're racist. And she's just like, no, I'm still gonna go live in Ethiopia with my man.
But I love him.
However, I'm not converting to whatever religion he is. My kid's gonna stay Jewish.
Good luck with that, sis.
Right. What kills me about this show is the American privilege and the American audacity. Yeah. I have my own mind. I have my blah, 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 blah.
We'll get to that. Don't you worry, because I have thoughts. Yeah. So we'll see.
You realize there's a couple we haven't met yet?
Which ones is that?
There's a couple, Tim and Meliza. We haven't met Tim and Meliza yet.
Okay.
Or Meliza
Well,
yet.
You know what? More treats in store.
Tim is from Texas. Yeah, we haven't seen it. I remember them in the preview. We haven't seen them yet. We have 2 more to go. There's
let's go with Jenny and
Brittany
some
the
meat.
Stallion.
Let's go with Jenny and some meat.
I was gonna say, you don't want to save Jenny. You don't want to save Jenny and them for last.
I guess so. Okay, fine. All right. So Braces.
Yeah, Braces the Stallion. And
OG Sam.
Yazan is fine. I don't care. He is a fine man. He's a fine young man. Fine Jafar.
Him and his brother would talk. I said, look at Nipsey and Black Sam.
Yeah. His brother was fine too.
I was like, yeah.
Well, let me put it this way. They were fine until they told a tidbit of information about themselves, which I was like, everybody calm down.
So
let's take a break and we'll be back after these messages.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
When we get married.
So we're back.
yes.
From break, we're talking about 90 Day Fiancé the other way. Let's go back to our final 2 couples. Excuse me. Let's go with Braces the Stallion.
Braces the Stallion and
And
Nipsey and Black Sam.
yeah. Yazan is fine. He is handsome. But like I said, I was into them until him and his brother, until they told a piece of information about themselves. I was like, So we met Yazan in the very first episode. He's very intense with his features, but he's strikingly handsome. He's also very young.
Yeah.
He's 24. He lives in the country of Jordan.
Yep.
And he comes from a very strict Muslim family. And Braces the Stallion is the complete opposite of that.
She is a rapper. Rapstress.
From Florida.
Instagram model extraordinaire.
I'm gonna call her every random rapper ever.
Yeah. Canceled Trina.
Dream Doll.
Who's
Cash Doll?
Who's the other? Did one of them little rapper
Korean
braces
Doll.
girls have? One of them rapper girls have braces?
I don't know.
Oh, you know who she? You know who she is? Saweetie.
Yeah, Saweetie. And I hate the fact that everybody makes the same face when they say her name.
Saweetie.
If y'all listen to this, make a video of you saying "Sweetie" and tag us in your Instagram story, because you know everybody makes the same face.
It's because it's ugly.
So
I really want to meet her, so I want to be that old aggravated lady that could be like, "What you say your name was?" Bowl of Wheaties.
Sagging titties.
Little Debbie's, what's your name?
But yeah, so Saweetie and fine ass Bodega Papi.
Yeah.
You know, they are from two different planets, not even just places,
Nigga.
two different planets.
Like I was concerned for her going over there.
Yeah, because and where he is real into her, and he seems kind of on the liberal side, but he's also like, if you're gonna move here, you're gonna have to assimilate, because it's just the culture is just what it is here. And they talk about a lot of cultural assimilation, especially with Jenny and Sami, which I have issues about on both sides. So, you know, a big contention of discussion is what's her name, Brittany not converting to Islam.
Yes.
Now, Yazan's argument is that, you know, Islam is a beautiful religion, and it is, you know, and he's like, you know, it's great, it's wonderful, and Brittany Saweetie has a very skewed idea of what Islam is. But she also is she's just not a religious person, and if she is, she's culturally Christian. So she's kind of like, I have my own mind, I don't want to do I'm not going to do this, I don't want to be ruled by any you know, she want to wear Fashion Nova. You can't wear Fashion Nova if you live in a country like Jordan.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean?
No, it just don't go.
But there's something that we learn about the both of them, and I'll say them bluntly. Fake Saweetie is married technically. Woo! And fine Bodega Papi parents are related, so technically he's like inbred.
So he said that so I was
and I'm like, how you can't casually drop that. Like, are you like, do y'all just have like hella cousins, and there's like family and through marriage, like did your daddy marry your step cousin third removed, you know? Because then it's like, I couldn't do it, but I sure you know what I mean? Like he said it. He was like, my parents are related. He was like, many people are related, but he goes, my parents, for instance, are related. And I was like, right.
And I noticed how they didn't go into any more detail, and they stopped all conversation on that. And I was like,
because he
feels a way about
my
that.
Parents would prefer me. He said my parents would prefer me to marry a relative.
And he's like, I'm not really trying to get down like that. And you can, I just felt like, and maybe I'm reading too much into it or whatever, but I definitely felt a little something there when he said it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was not into that.
Not at all.
He was like ashamed.
Yeah.
Because he like looked down, and he was kind of like,
Anyway, go ahead.
All of his family, like his brother, who's also fine, was like, you know, what she gonna do? She can't come, like, and forgot to mention, she's been to Jordan before.
Yes.
So they met before.
And she's somewhat been able to observe the culture as well.
Right. But they really, his parents were very welcoming of her at first. But I think maybe they were kind of like that because, like, oh, this is a fling that's not going to really go anywhere. She's an American girl or whatever. This is like, oh, you trying to live here?
Yeah.
Well, he can't live with you unless y'all are married. And she not trying to get married.
No, not at all.
Because she used to have, so fake Saweetie is technically married. So here's what happened. She got married very young, and he was very abusive as soon as they got married. She did not know that her husband was not a U.S. citizen. And by some circumstance, he got deported back to his home country, which happens to be Haiti. She said because he was abusive, the deportation was like a blessing in disguise. But now him and his family are giving her hell about divorce, probably because of, you know, he needs to get his green card or what have you. You know what I mean? So she goes to this lawyer who looks like Quinn from Scandal.
Yes.
Tries to help her out, and she's like, well, Ma, this shit ain't gonna be fixed in 2 weeks. By the time you're trying to leave to Jordan, it's gonna be a 6 to 10 month journey.
Yeah.
And Mama was just like,
she's like, what you mean? But they want her. So, but old boy doesn't know, and neither does his family. And they want her to marry him immediately because he won't share a home with her unless they're married. Because he cares very much what his family says, because of their culture. So anyway, her and her father. So pan to her and her daddy. She's packing up and
Nervous Chuckles.
That's daddy's name. Nervous Chuckles. She's downing a bottle of Barefoot while she packs up to go to Jordan. And they have a conversation, and this is where I was.
No, she was drinking cupcake wine.
Oh, cupcake! I thought it was Barefoot. Yellowtail cupcake. It's the sweet bitch.
I'm a white girl. I'm a white girl from Connecticut. I know my white girl wine.
Well, my girl was taking it to the head from the bottle, which
it was.
I mean, I guess
it's very indicative of what is the preview for next episode.
Absolutely so. So she's taking it to the head, and she's like, all right, we about to do this. She packs up her shit. Her and her daddy sit down and have a convo, and he drives her to the airport, and you can tell he's emotional, but he nervously laughs as his way of coping is what you can tell. And he even says it. He says, like, he's like, I'm kind of laughing to keep from crying. So so she gets to the airport, and her suitcases are too heavy, so she has to pull Ornacia out of her luggage. And
yes, Ornacia came out the luggage. Because Ornacia was 4 pounds.
4 pounds exactly. And so she leaves to get on the plane, and daddy walks off into the sunset holding Ornacia. And we gonna see what happens next week. Oh, okay, hold on.
This week's episode is called Holding Ornacia.
Yes, a Juneteenth special. Hold on, my phone is here.
So Jenny and Samit, we've been on a ride with them, haven't we?
Ooh, we sure have.
They actually, we don't have to go back in detail with them because it's too much. So, because we covered them 2 weeks ago, but in the last 2 episodes, Jenny decides to go back to India. Her family is kind of like, girl, again.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, I guess, but this has to be the last time. Jenny goes back to the same financial advisor that read her down the first time and was like, bitch, don't go. And he was really like, this time, like, bitch, really don't go, because you have no money. She went to go apply for early retirement through Social Security. She's only going to get like narrowing out her Social Security benefits, because when you withdraw early at 62, you get the lowest amount. Mm-hmm. When you take it at 70, that's when you get the highest amount. Something I learned recently. But she doesn't have any income because she quit her job. It's not like she can go back. So she's gonna live off her Social Security. But it's interesting because last time she met with him, he said that if she gave up her citizenship, she would no longer be eligible for Social Security.
Right, I remember the attorney saying that.
I like, is she gonna get dual like citizenship for India and America? Like, how does dual citizenship work? Can you do it for every country?
No, you can't.
'Cause I've only heard dual citizenship for like here and like Canada, London, like shit in like the EU and stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't think you can do dual citizenship in every country.
Like a Russian and American citizenship. That don't make sense to me, but I could be wrong.
Now I need to look into it. But so she's going back. Oh, and I saw, okay, so the other daughter, I don't know what kind of moment I was having. I did not remember that girl at all the other week when we talked about
the other browner daughter.
Yeah, yes, exactly. I was like, oh, there's the mythical daughter he was talking about. I was like, why don't I recall this?
No, I know, because she's the one that has kids and she's thicker, and she the browner one.
She is the browner one, and it's very apparent that neither one of them girls got white daddies. So,
no,
not at all. But you know, and it's also apparent that Jenny has a type. So, you know.
Oh, she loves them brown.
She does, and she too also has ancestor children. So she's on her way to the airport. The daughters are telling her like, all right, this got to be the last time, but they still know that she's being dumb, because they're trying to get her to tell the truth. They're like, so did you get that paperwork yet that shows that he's divorced? And she's like, no, I didn't get the paperwork yet, but I'm going to. He's, taken care of, and it's going to be the last time. And, they both sitting there kind of quiet like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
But you grown, whatever. So like, what we gonna do? All I know is you're not sleeping on this couch when you get back. Even though they're not gonna not take their mother in, like, they're just not. I think they would take their mother in, but they would just be like, literally, we do not support your relationship with Samit. If you're gonna stay, like, you can't. You can't be going back and forth to India. Like, this is wild boots. So
it ain't gonna work.
So she boards the plane and gets on her front-facing Samsung and, books it to India. And Samit meets her at the airport. And did you see some of the background of the people when they went to embrace?
Girl.
You look like the turtle from Rocco's Modern Life when you came into the camera.
Oh, well, I had to let you know that I peeped.
Oh, nigga, I was watching.
I peeped. I was like, the people who are watching.
I was like, oh, they don't like this.
No, not at all. They had a magical reaction.
And
a magical reaction.
Samit don't give a fuck. He's on his I don't care. He's like, it's my white queen. Like,
yes.
He don't give
you just make India great again. The people were just like, oh no. Oh. They were disgusted. And then the crazy part is that Samit, I need to stop saying crazy. I'm trying to stop. Because it's not a word we should use.
Oh, that's right.
The wild part about all this was that Samit went to go meet up with his brothers, or his friends, and then his brother, which was a wild conversation. So his homies at the spizzy was like, he was like, oh, you know, Jenny coming back, and they were just like, oh God, Trouble's coming to India. Like, they don't, and the thing is, like, they don't dislike Jenny.
Nah, they don't like what she brings.
They just don't like what she brings, and it's like, I get it, and he's like, you know, Samit's like, oh, you know, fuck society, and he wants to have like this free, carefree life.
Yeah.
And his friends are like, that's cool, but India's not like that.
Yeah, and he's like, no, bring in the noise, bring in the funk. Like,
yeah.
Samit want all the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, dog, it's just not gonna curl all the way over for you, dog.
Nah,
it's just really not. He moved 2 hours away.
Yeah.
Mind you, we've seen this before because he moved 2 hours away before.
Yep.
And look what happened. They still found him.
Like rolled up. Hello, Jenny.
Right. What kind of sick, twisted government shit is that? Like, oh, I know where that nigga at.
Yeah, no, that is
pop up.
That's some
knowing her, Jenny.
Damn,
what? How do you know my name?
Hello, Jenny. Can you imagine somebody rolling up to you like, hello, XD?
I'd be like, who the fuck? No.
I wouldn't even open the door. That's where you had me fucked up first.
No, you better answer my nest.
Right.
Shit.
Nah, we're not doing none of that.
So
oh yeah. So bad nigga link up. Go ahead.
Yeah. So his friends were like, "Are you? So is the divorce final?" So Samit has a passing acquaintance with the truth.
Yeah.
So apparently he had to pay to. I was trying to understand where he needed to pay so much money, and so I finally understood. So it's like the mother or like the wife's family paid Samit's family about $20K or $40K or so for the marriage. And because the marriage didn't fulfill its warranty, essentially,
that's wild. They
have to pay the money back, $20K back.
That's wild.
And so that's what I'm gathering. That's because that's the way that's the way they're making it seem. And so they're just kind of like, well, who's giving you the money for all this? You not working, nigga. Like, what's up?
You ain't got no job.
He was like, my father. So they were like, that's weird. Why would your family help pay to get out of divorce? I thought you said they weren't going to support you and Jenny. He was like, no, they support me because they love me because I'm stunned, not because they like Jenny.
Right.
And so his friends were like, if that's the case, then why are you defying your family then? If your family's going to do everything to support you because family comes first, I don't understand why you leaving your family by the wayside from this white woman you met on the internet.
Because I guess what I
understand Samit. I understand Samit and I understand Jenny a lot more than I care to admit.
I know.
But I also like, guys.
I understand them more than I care to admit, and it pains me to say so. Like, I get it. Like, you know, this unrequited love or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, well, them
it's a fucked up situation for people to be in love.
Them niggas love each other, and it is just a whole lot of red tape in the midst of their love, honestly. And, you know, Samit, I can't even, like, where I get irritated with him and his lies are his lies with Jenny. Because it's like, you really don't have to. This lady loves you so much that you can honestly be telling her the truth and it will frustrate her, but look at what she's already been dealing with in dealing with you. Your family, I'm not condoning lying to your family, but I also understand that this is a really fucked up situation. Like, y'all niggas pay, y'all, like, it's low-key slavery. Like, it's a lot going on here. And so
it's super delicate too, because you also have to add in the cultural aspect.
Exactly.
And it's like that's also that's the problem. That's the big issue with this show, is because especially with Braces the Stallion and fine bodega owner, like he culturally, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of that red tape is the societal shit, yes, the legal mama jamba, but it's also like there's just some shit that you gonna have to unpack that you can't unpack right away.
Like, even,
and it's and you have to live in a space that's susceptible for you to handle all that. And if you go into a conservative country like that, ain't gonna work. Oddly enough, America is the right way to go, ironically,
when it comes to that. Or Canada,
or maybe Switzerland,
New Zealand, you know what I'm saying? But when Braces the Stallion was riding with her daddy in the pickup truck to the airport, he said something, I forget what the exact line was, but it was something to the effect of like, well, you're an adult, just make sure you look out for yourself, don't take no shit, it's just something along those lines or whatever. And I remember thinking to myself, nigga, do you understand that where she's going is not remotely anything like where she is right now? Like, the way that you're even thinking, like the way that you're even like, you're an adult, that is not in certain other cultures. That's not how it is. If you look at what's his name, Yazan. If you look at Yazan, Yazan is 24 years old, but his brother is like, yo, when you get married, the family get married. Like, when if you got a problem, the family got a problem. Like, if you do this, the family got it. And I was like, nigga, that's a lot of interconnection, but that's a cultural thing. I'm not shitting on it because it's a cultural thing, but you have to really understand the implications of what you're doing when you enter a completely different cultural situation like that.
Yeah. Did you watch Rami on Hulu?
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
I feel like Rami may or may not have gotten canceled. I'm not sure yet, because I thought there was some dissension in the Muslim community about how they felt about the show.
Okay.
I watched it because I thought it was entertaining, but I'm not a part of that community, so I can only accept what it was at face value. I accept the inclusion or whatever, right? But a big part of that show is Rami. He's a young millennial, and his parents are trying to like marry him off and get him. And Rami lives in Queens, and or Queens or Staten Island, one of them. But the thing is, it's a big portion of like the family is involved in all of this stuff. Whereas Jenny is like, well, my family is dead, or they're my kids and they do what I tell them. Right. So.
And Brittany's like, bad bitch leak up. Like, we out here filming videos. I'm in my Fashion Nova. Right. Girl, you are not going into anywhere that.
She's a city girl.
She through and through. Okay, pussy wetter than a sacarium. So. Yeah. Even Yazan is like, as liberal as he may be in his culture, he's even like, we can't like live together in an apartment. Like, what you talking about? Halas. He's like, nah.
He keeps telling her enough, and I'm like,
he's like, and I even the whole time I was watching, because I've worked with a lot of different of those in the Muslim faith and community, and I have a lot of friends who are Muslim, and I was watching this and all the stuff she was saying, like every time she would say something, I'd be like, haram, that's haram, you can't do that, you can't do that. So when she gets there, it's going to be different, and I do not think, even with her having been there before, I don't think she fully understands what she is getting herself into.
She doesn't.
So you watched the follow-up?
Wait, no, not yet.
You didn't watch the episode where all the other couples were speaking on?
No.
Oh, that was the second episode.
No, the second episode. Wait, you talking about a pillow talk?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that. No.
Oh, I thought that you were talking because you said we had 2 episodes to cover.
There was 2 episodes together. There was one that came out on the 8th, and there was one that came out yesterday. At the time we're recording this. But I mean, you're all caught up. It's fine.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Let's take a break and we'll get to our Juneteenth playlist.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Okay, so work's done and you're craving something spicy and salty. I know. What I do is snack on Blue Diamond wasabi and soy sauce flavored almonds. They're so good, and almonds are a superfood. Don't deny your cravings. Eat them. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
And we're black. Juneteenth is here. We're celebrating blackness, and when the last doctrine in Texas talking about freeing slaves and all that, even though slaves were freed way before then, and
yes.
it was just kind of us celebrating shit that already happened.
Yeah, pretty much.
That white people try to conceal.
Yeah, they trying to take slavery out the history books.
Oh yeah, they try to replace slavery with an unpleasant evening.
Right, like bitch, what? They were like, just to omit that whole 400 years. Yeah, just take that.
Yeah, like they about to because I know quarantine COVID-19 in the history books is about to be annals, okay, books. But by the time 2035 come around, slavery will be mentioned maybe twice, just like homosexuality in the Bible.
Oh,
not
yeah.
that much, and it won't make sense.
Listen,
so
it's about to be just a tiny booklet. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna take that right out of there. They're gonna be like, this is where they're gonna tell their lie about the Pilgrim story, and then it's gonna be like bippity boppity boo, and America was born. They're gonna omit just everything about all of the people that built it. So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. Yep. But we have a Juneteenth playlist. Some songs that make us feel empowered, some songs that speak to the revolution, some songs that speak to the struggle, some songs that speak to the celebration. But we're going to go ahead and get it started with a song that you can only get a Juneteenth playlist started with, and not those raggedy ass fireworks outside. We're talking about Beyonce's Freedom.
Freedom, freedom, I can't lose.
Freedom, freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. I break chains all by myself. Don't let my freedom rot in hell. Ooh. Oh, that was unpleasant. Ooh.
This is I'm glad like when you roll and like you end up tasting like the weed and like it'd be like shredding your throat.
No, it was literally like one of those teeny little nuggets that I just happened to accidentally breathe in and it shot straight to my throat. Ugh. Anyway, do you have a song you'd like to add to the playlist, or would you like me to keep going?
Oh, I have a bunch.
Oh, please.
I told you I got it. We good.
Take your turn.
by Mr. Scott Heron, The Revolution Will Not Be Televised.
Take it off my playlist.
The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath.
Listen, although I feel like, it won't be televised, it'll be live tweeted.
Absolutely, as it has.
And put on TikTok.
It's definitely going to have a dance routine.
Yeah.
It might be part of the Savage Challenge series.
Yeah,
now,
probably.
Noah now
niggas are doing the woe for change.
Yeah. With the Black Power fist.
Yeah, niggas are doing, the Savage Challenge for change and stuff. It's cool.
I'm gonna see if Noah has a remix for it, because she started now doing the Savage dance, but as she was doing before, but now she sings the Carol Baskin version. So anyway, Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Next on the playlist.
Whacked him.
They said fed him to the tigers like it didn't happen. Carol Baskin. You gotta hear Noah singing. She came doing the dance one day, but she was like, "Mommy, Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked." Fed him like it didn't happen.
Oh my god!
Woo, it is hilarious.
Every part of that is true, though.
It is hilarious. My next one, it gives a nice black cookout feel, but they also speak very political things in their songs. It's a good 90s feel to it as well. People Every Day by Arrested Development. He speaks about how to treat black women and don't be disrespecting my queens. I am everyday people. I say a song. Okay, your turn.
Oh, everyday people. My next song is I was actually there for the filming of this music video. Funny story. I happened to go to Trader Joe's, and they were I was on my way back going to catch the 38. This is a very Brooklyn thing. I was trying to catch 38, but in order for me, I was trying to figure out what is this big crowd happening, and so I couldn't get through. So they were just like, "Well, just watch." So it was like, "Oh, they're filming some like live performance," and it was "Wake Up Everybody" with Common, Melanie Fiona, and John Legend. So that's on my thing. They filmed it at the what's that Brooklyn tourist thing, that white building, when you cross Borough Hall. That's where they filmed it.
Really?
Yeah.
The world won't get no better if we just let it be.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yeah, but that's going on the playlist. I mean, it's a cover by, world won't get no better. Just take a chance, just you and me. Yeah. But who is next?
Not your coon tunes. This is for my personal Juneteenth playlist because, you know, it wouldn't be Juneteenth. It's not all about the cookouts, and that's what I want people to understand. But it's not just about the revolution. It's about it's all encompassing.
Mm-hmm.
Come and get your soul food.
All right. Soul food.
All right. Soul Food by Goody Mob.
Never had a lot, but thankful for the little that I got. Why not me? Fast food got me feeling sick. Them think they slick by trying to make this bull affordable. I thank the Lord that my voice was recordable. Soul food.
Yes, that's the jam.
Come and get your
Talking about the soul food. All right.
I said come and get that soul food because I'm making it. But yes, Soul Food by Goody Mob.
Mine is Say It Loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
Say it loud.
I'm black and I'm proud. By Mr. James Brown.
Put your bad self. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Some people say we got a lot of malice.
You know, every song by James Brown could be put on your Juneteenth playlist because there's like 97 different beats and changes in one song.
Yeah,
and every
pretty
song
much.
is 17 minutes. And he raps for 17 minutes because he doesn't really sing.
Hit my name. $20. What? Gentrification. Coffee shops.
He just shouted at us for years and it worked.
It did. The illest conch this side
of Mississippi. It was. That's just of the Mason-Dixon. It worked for him.
illest conch this side of Biloxi. Yeah, Say It Loud. That was on my playlist as well. Oh yeah, you stole that one from me. This is by one of XD's favorite singers of all time.
Sounds like some bullshit.
To be young, gifted, and black. And that's a fact. Young, Gifted, and Black by Peaches.
Can't you just use the Aretha Franklin version?
I thought this would be more fun.
Young, gifted, and black. Oh, what a lovely, precious dream. To be young, gifted, and black.
I guess because of Juneteenth, I mean, if we gotta be, then I guess we gotta listen to her. You know,
I'm young, gifted, and black. You're young, gifted, and black. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You want to know another
I just
fact?
don't necessarily. What?
XD said we was going to save this for the main show. I forgot to put it in the beginning. I told him on Patreon that I bought myself a pair of Tevas.
Here you go, bringing that communist propaganda to this show.
Come on, XD. Let's all grow our own vegetables in bathtubs. Let's go.
No, my toes already look like I do already. I don't need to fulfill the part.
Come on.
No.
Teva.
No, Tevas. I don't drive a Subaru.
They were all selling that free people. I said, well, this looks like a comfortable walking shoe.
No, I do not.
I wore up to the supermarket the other day with a fanny pack.
Did you wear those pants that are like loose and billowy?
Now you know that's all I wear. You know
your art teacher cosplay is a lot. I just can't bring myself to do it.
I look like Harry Washington.
It's like I gotta either get like everywhere. It's either I have to wear a caftan or like Tevas. I can't wear both, so I'm just gonna opt for the poncho.
Baby, it was very, very Frankie. I was living like I am my future.
Yeah, that is a very Frankie thing to do.
You know, that's where I'm at in life.
Oh,
that's why niggas don't holler at me no more. I'm not.
I mean, you got to do what you do.
You know, that's how I keep them off of me. I wear Tevas. My heels are moisturized though, because
yeah,
you
that's
know.
the problem. That makes sense because you started your own compost too. That makes so much sense. Yeah,
it's done. I'm gonna make a new one.
That makes so much sense.
About to fertilize all the house babies.
My next song is Instinct Brings Me to Another Flow. Every time I hear another color girl, a bitch or a hoe trying to make a sister feel low, you know all of that got to go.
Here we go. UNITY. You gotta let them know. UNITY. That's a good one. Here we go. UNITY. You gotta let them know. You ain't a bitch or a hoe. Here we go. UNITY. You gotta let them know. UNITY.
Listen, so UNITY. It addresses, you know, misogynoir, abuse, blackness. It's just something we need to play.
Yes.
Just because not only do we need to remind whites that they are fucking up, sometimes you got to remind these niggas to get in line too.
Also, as well, in addition
get
to
information.
My next one is Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Ooh,
get up,
yes.
stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
And now when you see the light, you stand up for your rights. Yeah. Get up, stand up. Yeah, yeah. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up.
Yeah, that's a super political song.
What you got?
You know, I think I can't go on without. Oh, first of all, it was gonna be my last song, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I actually watched his. So there's this channel on YouTube called The Last 24 Hours and so it talks about the last 24 hours of famous deaths of people. Mm-hmm. So I just watched Marvin Gaye's Last 24. So my song for What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
Bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, first of all, I knew there was speculation about Marvin Gaye's sexuality. Mm-hmm. and stuff, but I didn't know that his father was a cross-dresser. I just thought his father had an issue with Marvin's sexuality, and so therefore that's what sparked the murder. That ain't what happened. We need to explore. I know this is morbid and maybe we shouldn't, because I just made a whole speech about preserving the lives of the living, but there's like black like celebrity like death stories that are so interesting.
Well, let's do like, some Jada XD songs.
Like some Sarah Koenig shit. Oh my god, these
I heard them. I hear them.
That scared the shit out of me. God.
Oh, aggressive ass Jesus. Fireworks. Yeah, I hear him loud and clear.
Okay, well, now my nerves are bad.
Got the light shining at your.
I've got a lot to be mad about.
You have a right to be mad. You see, you gotta let it go. Well, the last part of my playlist actually is kind of an ode to, just the political state, Juneteenth. This is somebody who stands very much for their people and who sings about it quite often. And so I wanted to group a couple of songs together to close our Juneteenth playlist out. And that is by my favorite artist, Mr. Stevland Hardaway, Stevie Wonder. And we're going to start it off with A Boy Is Born in Hard Time, Mississippi, but luck's he not. I'm sorry.
Just enough for the city. Just enough.
For the city. Okay, we got Living for the City. Okay.
That is...
Been spending most our lives living in a pastime paradise. Been spending most their lives living in a pastime paradise.
Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me.
Most their life living in a future paradise. They've been looking in their minds for the day that sorrow's lost from time. They keep telling of the day when the city.
Also, so Master Blaster by Stevie Wonder as well.
From the park I hear rhythm. Molly's heart on the boss. Tonight there will be a party on the corner at the end of the block. Didn't know you.
Also known as You Brought the Sunshine.
What?
It's the same beat. It's the same song. You Brought the Sunshine and Master Blast is the same song.
Really?
Listen to it back to back.
Okay, I will.
Actually,
we'll be jamming it till the break of dawn. See, nobody ever told me that you. We'll be jamming it till the break of
Jesus brought the sunshine. That's right. Jesus brought the sunshine. There you go.
Okay, Master Blaster. This is Master Blaster.
Okay, so you get it. Right.
It's hotter than July. Though the world is full of problems here, they couldn't judge us even if they tried.
It's the same song.
Oh yeah, no, it is because I think they were inspired by Stevie.
And Stevie, and it's literally the same song. But Stevie never sued him or anything because he loved the song.
Right.
You made my day.
You changed my ways.
That should be it. That's my last song.
Every time I pray. You brought the sunshine.
Exactly.
In my life. Okay, so Master Blaster.
You are the sunshine of my life.
And then you all have to, if you have not listened, it's not a super mainstream song, but Stevie Wonder's Cash in Your Face.
Love is paying good money too. And if you check on my resume, you find they all wanted me to stay.
Listen to the lyrics of that song, because Stevie Wonder is telling a story through lyrics where he's speaking about a black man who, motherfucker,
Yep.
who shows up to get an apartment, and the man tells him when he gets there that the apartment is not available, and he's like, but I just called you 15 minutes ago and you told me everything was all good. And he's like, yeah, but I got rid of it just that quickly. And how he's trying to prove his point, but he says I'm a Howard U grad in the song. You know what I'm saying? Respectability, politics, like all these things, and the people are like just not trying to hear. And he's like, oh, okay, bet. And the song is about you can't cash in your face. So you may have the cash to pay for these things, but you can't cash in your face. So check out Stevie Wonder's Cash in Your Face, Black Man, Pastime Paradise, Living for the City. You haven't done nothing. You haven't done nothing. You haven't done nothing is such a political song.
'Cause if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing.
About what just go listen to this little chunk of these Stevie Wonder songs. But this is our Juneteenth playlist.
Yeah.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. You know,
Happy Juneteenth.
Maybe one day we'll be free.
One day, just not in 2020.
Nah, nigga, not in this 7-year span of 365 days.
All right. So have a good week, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to our Patreon, subscribe to Jay's Patreon, and go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.
The problem is I can't tell if that's you or me because that happened at the same time.
Oh, this is motherfucking.
First of all, that
wild.
sounds like gunshots.
It sounds like brah, 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 brah. Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
But do you hear it now on this side?
Let me see. I don't hear it.
Oh, it was going off, like
probably because this shit is right here on my fucking fire escape. Like what in the hell?
I'm on the side of the house, and so
black asses. Okay, well
Okay, so you're between meals and you're craving something sweet, right? What I do is snack on Blue Diamond honey roasted almonds. They're so good. And almonds are a superfood. So don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
Blue Diamond Almonds. Crave victoriously.
Where do ideas start? In the shower? On the bus? On vacation? And then once you've had a good idea, what do you do with it? Let it sit alone in your head? Or put it online with GoDaddy for the world to see? Get started with a domain and a website from GoDaddy. All the help and tools you need online.